The Trump administration is sending a second aircraft carrier to the Middle East as tensions over Houthi attacks on ships in the Red Sea escalate. Military officials have directed the USS Carl Vinson to head to the Red Sea and have extended the stay of the USS Harry S. Truman Carrier Strike Group there by at least a month. The USS Carl Vinson Carrier Strike Group is ending its current deployment in East Asia in the 7th Fleet Area of Responsibility and heading to waters around Yemen. The Carl Vinson and its ships are expected to arrive in the Middle East within 2 to 3 weeks. This will bolster America's projection of power in the region, as the ships will join the USS Harry S. Truman Carrier Strike Group in the fight against Houthi forces around Yemen. The deployment of the two carriers comes a week after renewed fighting between U.S. forces and the Houthis, a religious nationalist Yemeni group that controls much of Yemen, including the capital. Why is this significant? The United States has clashed with Ansar Allah, widely known as the Houthi movement, which controls shipping routes in the Red Sea and Gulf of Aden. The Iran-backed Houthis have attacked American and allied ships during the Israel-Hamas war, driving up shipping and insurance costs and forcing some ships to take lengthy detours. A spokesman for the group said Friday that the Red Sea is not part of the United States, and Yemen has the right to defend itself. Since October 2023, the group has launched rockets and drones at commercial vessels passing through the Red Sea and Gulf of Aden in response to Israel's war on Gaza. The group also fired rockets at Israel on Thursday. After Israel renewed airstrikes on Gaza, there were no reports of Israeli casualties, and Israeli media reports said the U.S. urged Israel not to retaliate, saying it would respond instead. The U.S. Navy and Air Force have repeatedly intercepted the munitions and carried out a bombing campaign in Houthi-held territory. After a ceasefire was signed in January, the Houthis halted their attacks, and the U.S. in turn halted its attacks on Yemen, which ended last weekend when the Truman Carrier Strike Group launched strikes on Yemen in response to the Houthis saying they would renew their actions in the Red Sea in their months-long battle against Houthi. The U.S. Navy spent more than 400 rounds of ammunition and sent several carrier strike groups and independent ships to the area around the Yemeni president. Donald Trump has vowed to completely wipe out the Houthis in this latest battle. But a Pentagon spokesman said the weeks-long conflict is not an endless assault. Music. The presence of so much U.S. naval power in the region not only gives ship commanders extra patrols and strikes, but also serves as a clear message of deterrence to Iran, the Houthis' main benefactor. See, the Houthi rebels have been attacking ships there. Of course, this map shows you where attacks on ships have occurred over the past few months. Acceptable? The United States, our allies and partners will do what we must to counter these threats and protect these ships. With that, we can take a few words. President Donald Trump last ordered a strong and decisive response against Houthi forces attacking bases, leaders, and missile defenses. The Houthis reported explosions in their territory, including in the Yemeni capital, Sana'a, and in the northern province of Siata, their stronghold near the Saudi border. U.S. President Donald Trump wrote on social media, "The damage has been done to the Houthi barbarians, and look how it will get worse. This is not a fair fight and will never be fair. They will be completely annihilated.